Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to 60 Parsecs. 60 seconds is the old one. Where today we're going to try the third and final challenge, which I have not tried yet, as DeeDee Dawkins, where we are on an alien planet trying to discover all there is to discover. We have 55 days to complete the main objective, meaning this is likely going to take a while. Day 1. In outer space. We have DeeDee, who is apparently caffeinated. We have Megan, Ellis, and DeeDee. So we don't have anyone really strong, but we got some smart and agile people. Captain Dawkins, you are receiving a great honor. A mysterious planet has been discovered, and you were selected to lead the exploration team. Your task is to land safely on the planet and send an expedition to each of its 12 landmarks. Are you up to the challenge? Since captains are forbidden from leaving the shuttle, please make sure to take good care of your crewmates. After all, they will be the ones who do the actual exploring, while you sit in your chair and point them in the right direction like a good captain should. Who knows what horrors await on the uncharted planet? Well, there's only one way to find out. Make 7 successful attribute decisions of any type. Oh, okay. Caffeinated, hunger bonus. You don't need food after all that coffee. Ah, that's pretty good. So I don't need to feed her as much. What do I have available to me? I got some materials, that's cool. What kind of things do we need? We probably want a communicator. Last night I was browsing through some designs of beautiful machines, and we're gonna use a shovel this time for the first time in ever. Day 2. Banging the machine mercilessly with the shovel was bound to bring results. If the handle wasn't wedged in place of a lever, I'm sure the vending machine would have fixed itself and put an end to all the noise. I am so proud to be a member of your crew, Captain. Now just pull a little and there you go, Captain. A brand new can of soup from the vending machine. Unfortunately, there was only one portion inside. You can also upgrade a bunch of stuff. What should I upgrade? I feel I should upgrade the handbook. Yeah, let's upgrade the handbook. Something behind the walls. Let's use our limber agility to find out what it is. We found a gun in the concealed area. Well, that, sir, is quite amazing. And there's Mootopia right there and waiting. Initiate the landing protocol, Jeeves robot. What a smooth landing for us. I expect no less from my crew. Mootopia! Great job, Captain. While the landing was rough, you managed to sit the shuttle down with minimal losses. Everything appears to be in order aside from some damage to the communication console, which happens every single time when we land on a planet, so you should expect it by now. Anyway. Oh! That's pretty cool. Everything's quite close. Well, considering we have all 12 locations discovered, I guess the thing we should probably just start by looking out for is, well, what the hell can we take over there? Because I clearly am going to need a gas mask eventually, but I can't make a gas mask. I'm going to need to upgrade my crafting module, but I can't upgrade my crafting module. I don't have anything to do with this sort of stuff. So we need some power. Let's send Megan out to go to the canyon. And we apparently have a fully upgraded one of these, surprisingly. Wait, we have a gun. Meaning I can send you to one of the places which has hostile things. There we go, the Sun Tower. Hostile aliens with a chance for power, which we can then use to further upgrade our crafting module so that we can make stuff. Take the battery, take the shovel, and take the gun, Megan. That is what you must do. And then besides all that, there's not much for us to do. We've received a pamphlet from Oh, this is the galactic thing allowing us to take part in it every 1,000 years. Well, we got to try our bestest at that. We lost a can of soup. How much soup do I have? 9. I lost the extra can that I got a while ago. And I sent the battery with Megan, meaning I can't do the battery thing. Next! The radio waves just won't stay silent, Captain. The string of information we're currently receiving is a mix of Morse code, binary, and the sound of a Geiger counter. What's attempting to contact us might be everything but the kitchen sink. If regular modes of communication, why don't we try unorthodox methods? I am fine with that. Try ahead. Megan is back! Using our communicator, you responded to the mixed transmission with some of our own blips and boops. You didn't expect much to come of it, hoping for much won't leave you disappointed often, as was the case here. The transmission stopped, but nothing else changed. Megan survived her ascent to the sun tower. She seems a bit run down, in need of a bite and mentally disturbed, but what matters is that she is in an unsplattered state. You pay attention as she recounts her visibly recall of her outing. A guard tower attacked Megan, but a few well-placed shots defeated the monstrous stone machine hybrid. The gun was damaged. No, it wasn't. Megan smashed a funny-looking wall and found some hidden materials. Megan found an alien skeleton clinging to the generator. It still had enough juice to charge the battery. She found the solar panels still brimming with power. She found a lighter outside. She found soup. She found an alien sock puppet. Everyone can now get fed. So we have now been to the sun tower, meaning we need to go somewhere else, such as this mountain city. It appears that the species who lived here in ancient times worshipped a cow deity. Bovine iconology is everywhere, including their weird fitness equipment. Take this weird machine the crew discovered outside the shuttle, for example. The Metatron 5000 mimics a cow's behavior. You turn it on and it meanders aimlessly, sitting, walking in circles, joining groups of other Meanderthrons. Okay, there has to be some benefit to using this thing. Will you have someone try it so they can find out? Sure, I'll try it, because Emmett needs to go out to feed. We need to send him somewhere, which will take a while to get back, and which doesn't have too many problems. Such as this desert, which has aliens equipped. Handbook contains a chapter about chemical compounds. Wait, so if you hit them out with the handbook on these missions, does that mean that we could probably find chemicals over there? You know what? I don't think it matters. Emmett, just go over there with the gun. You tested your physical fitness level by giving the Meanderthal a whirl. Oh, it meandered all right. I don't know how many times you sat down and stood up again, but that looked brutal. Sweating, wheezing, and filthy, you stuck the Meanderthon 5000 to the end of its circuit. When you were finished, you shut down the Meandertron off and said, "That was harder than I thought. What a killer workout." Does that mean I got increased strength? I don't think so. Long-term space travel presents many risks to one's physical well-being, from muscle atrophy to laziness to diets notoriously high in sodium. I'm concerned about the decline I've seen in yours and Megan's fitness. She's more important because she goes on expeditions. Day 10. Megan's form was impeccable. Pull-ups, squats, planks, and lunges in this environment. She even added weight by lifting spare parts of the shuttle. Automated system predicts benefits for being a model astrophysicist. Here, have some soup. Now make yourself a goddamn helmet. I'm detecting high levels of an unknown toxin in our air system. Analysis shows it isn't too dangerous, but it has hallucinogenic properties. How will I seal the crack? Moo statue! Moo statue! Hail the moon statue! Use the artifact to seal the crack. You and Megan took a spiritual approach and breathed in as much of the toxin as you could before worshipping the artifact until it spoke. I am Gorba the Soul Infector, the artifact said. Take some of my sacred dust from my base and add spit. You did, and it sealed the crack. But when you awoke, the crew had no idea what you were talking about. Well, it worked. That's what matters. Now, should I upgrade something? Or should I repair this shovel? No, I think I want to repair the shovel. You found a couple of rusted and swollen cans of soup in the darkness of the corner. Someone must have put them there long ago and you know what? No. We're on expeditions. We don't have worries of food. If anything, our food is completely fine. In fact, I feel like feeding us. We are so fine. Day 12. That ancient soup you found really looks old. I mean, like, pyramids old. You threw it away and never looked back. Well, okay, maybe you did. Like, once or twice. Probably not more than 3 times. Let's just feed everyone. And then we're going to make some armor. And then we'll be fully prepared to go on more things. Sir Captain, we are retrieving a coded transmission of unknown origin. It could be a distress signal, a message of some sorts, or pretty much anything else. We don't know until we listen to it. Should I play the transmission? Of course you should, Jeeves. Do it! Day 13. Emmett has returned. We have received a transmission yesterday. Turns out it was a message from another group of survivors, lost in space and pleading for help. Unfortunately, it's impossible to pinpoint the exact location of your fellow castaways. However, the knowledge that you are not alone out here is enough to make you both yourself and your crewmate feel much better. Mentally, at least. Who knows, maybe one day you'll find them. Emmett survived his sandy walk of solitude. It appears weak, full of disturbed, but what matters is that he is partially not eaten. You take notes as he begins to vividly describe the events of his arid episode. Emmett was attacked by a Vindicator, a biotech-enhanced living weapon from ancient times, but his aim was true. A few shots forced the monster to retreat. The wounds healed instantly, though. The gun got sandy during the fight and was reduced its function. This time you weren't lying. Emmett found a protective suit. You bastard, Emmett. Mineral columns grew like a desert and they found plenty of harvest to follow. Sand got everywhere, but it's over now. The silence gave Emmett plenty of time to think. For example, why all the statues of cows? Well then, I've been to the desert. And I've been to the Sun Tower. I need to remember which of these places I have been to. If I look at this, which is the most important thing that we need at this time? Probably chemicals. Ah, the winged creatures are here. Well, of course we send them the moo statue. The swamp offers chemicals. Good. If we send the shovel, we can get more chemicals. We can get some materials to go with it. If we send the gas mask as an immediate thing, yes, because of the toxicness, we'll be fine. If we send him with her with the battery, we get some power. And if we send her with the book, we probably get some chemical compounds. So, let's send her with all 4 and see what happens. In the meanwhile, I should probably work on making something, repairing something, or upgrading something. Let's repair our gun. Day 14. Why are you smiling like that? The swarm of tiny red aliens spoke to you through vibrations in the hull. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Oh, you're loyal, are you, Emmett? I'm glad to hear that. Captain, Emmett spotted a blue veiny fruit growing out the side of a crack nearby. It's pulsating slightly. Should someone give the fruit a try? Normally I'd refrain from leaving such rash and irresponsible decision up to a human, but there are plenty of empty stems nearby. Perhaps it is edible. You know what? I'll eat it, because he needs to go out and be in tip-top condition. I feel I need to recycle something, just in case. And that thing is going to be the lighter. Day 15. You decided the blue fruit was near the ship worth trying, your face gluttonous with pleasure as you sunk your teeth in, before quickly turning to horror. The other half was full of purple wiggling worms. You spat it out and fell into a spasm, and woke a few minutes later saying your mind was feeling as if it was working at double speed. You flipped into a handstand and began wambling around. Clearly those worms did something. Let's hope the effects don't turn. Oh, it made me more intelligent. Nice! You hear voices, do you, Mr. Machine? Don't worry, we'll use the communicator to talk to those voices so that they shut up. Day 16. Oh yeah, the two-dimensional beings. That's what it was. Right. DeeDee, I think it's time for you to eat. While exploring in the shuttle's closest vicinity, you realize what actually was a rock formation is actually an ancient dispenser machine, caked in dust and dirt, covered with simple depictions of soup cans. It would appear it ran out of power long ago, so we can shoot it open. It might be about time for us to start making the medkit for the just-in-case scenario. Day 17. Megan still has not returned. The machine didn't do a thing, either. Well, what do you expect from a lousy machine? Oh, gross. I thought it was cliché that cockroaches would be the only ones to survive a nuclear apocalypse, but it appears that a family of our hexalpedal friends has hitched a ride with us. Captain, be careful. These roaches are bigger, smarter, and more dangerous than the average relatives of their species. You could try to kill them, or let them be. Do you want to go on a bug hunt? Sure. Why not? I want to go on one myself. You went on a bug hunt to kill the mutant roaches on the shuttle, but they anticipated your violent approach and you fell into their trap. They let you run around getting tired while they raided our supplies. These were not your garden variety roaches, Captain, but as a result of some top-secret government experiment. Not only did they decimate your food stores, they even left a note. We eat in your soup. Megan survived her romp in the swamp. She appears a bit sickly and in need of food, and upset, but not of paramount importance that she is not dead. Megan tripped over a weird idol that released a deadly cloud of poisonous gas. Thanks to the mask, she remains unharmed. She dug up mineral deposits. She recharged the battery. The handbook helped her find chemicals. The place was generally full of chemicals in the first place. And the battery is damaged. Great. Ah! Slop! Well, I'm using that, because if I let anyone else use it, there is going to be a problem. Oh, it actually highlights which ones we haven't been to before. Oh, that's perfect! Thank you, I just realized that. Emmett, go over to the swamp. Or the canyon. Take the armor, the shovel, the book, and a can of soup just to tide you over. I mean, it's not like we got limited soup or anything, is it? Is there anything else that needs to be done? Not that I can initially think or see. The gas mask doesn't even look damaged, so... Day 19. How are you feeling today, Captain? Much better, apparently, after you injected yourself with that syringe. Yes, the infamous roulette paid off, and now you have stupidly good stats. Well done, Captain. Well done. Ah! I'm guessing the crew attribute is the average stat across the entire crew. Right. Okay. You and Megan accepted the Dance Lord's challenge, but lost the dance-off. When the aliens beamed you up, you both stumbled on the dance floor, and it was all downhill from there. Poor rhythm, shoddy footwear, work, not even a pair of sequined jackets could have saved you. The Dance Lord's honor anyone brave enough to step onto the holy dance floor. Their leader, Warbop, spared you, but warned that you'd better have sweeter moves next time. Captain, according to my calculations, we can expect a light sandstorm in the area in just a few hours. It might be a good opportunity if we use the right tools. If you have a look at our inventory, perhaps you can find something we can use during this event. If not to learn about it, then at least to secure the shuttle. Tape. I think the tape would be a good option. Day 21. As the sandstorm neared the shuttle, you decided that it would be prudent to strengthen the parts of the ship with economically distributed bits of tape. Better safe than sorry is not a bad motto to have stranded on an alien world. The storm passed us without incident. The tapes didn't seem to help, but you did have to rip a piece off your forearm, taking a few hairs with it. I mean, you're a woman. You probably do that on a daily basis anyway back on Earth. What's the difference? Thick-skinned or headstrong? One is right, the other wrong. That's the message we've been receiving on repeating comms all morning. I'm having a tough time finding the right channel to block. Maybe you can solve the puzzle instead? No, block it. Like, we have so much food in this challenge, there's, like, no point in making sure we're hungry. We might as well just feed ourselves. Every time. Oh, nanomachines! Huh! I can get another crewmate! That's infinitely useful. Okay, let them keep coming in. And we'll hope they don't break anything in the process. How do you upgrade the medkit? Or what's the point of upgrading the medkit? I want to upgrade the statue. I just want to see what an improved Moo statue looks like. Day 23. We have a new crewmate! Tom Thompson. While all the little... we seemed less suspicious of it. It is just a new crewmate now. All is good. Emmett successfully completed his mission to find the mysterious signal. He looks to have been hit by falling rocks, is muttering Calyx surplus, and keeps muttering about the echoes. But what matters is that he is still respirating. You grab a seat as he begins to retell his thrilling voyage. The constant falling rocks, size of small babies, scared Emmett, but his armor prevented serious injury. The armor was mangled, though. Emmett found materials in the cannon. The surrounding walls bore shovel and axe picks marks, plus materials. Emmett discovered abandoning survey equipment. Well done for the chemicals. A cache of unused batteries. And you found a protective vest and a bunch of food as well. Nice. Well done, Emmett. Well done. I'm detecting a very ancient structure nearby. I will use my intelligence to explore the structure. Meanwhile, we got to figure out something else we can do. There we go. Oh wow, the upgraded Moo statue does look kind of fun, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright then, well, other than having to craft something, of which there's not really anything to craft, what needs repair? Oh, the shovel! We should repair the shovel. Alright then, boys and girls, let us be on our way. Day 24. You chose a path through the secret temple that tested you mentally, but you failed even the most basic tests. With an intellect score of brilliant. I find that a bit biased. While checking the ship's exterior, you stumble upon something half buried under the dirt. You take a few minutes to uncover it and find that it's apparently a can of soup, held in a stone hand. You could try to pull it out by force, probably damage the carving in the process, or leave it be and spend some time examining it on the spot. It might be hard locating it later, though. The storms on the planet do pass by pretty quickly. Well, obviously, we're going to go with the... whatchamacallit? The mind one, because that's the only one we can go for. Day 25. You decided that the uncovered can of soup you found next to the shuttle should be left unmolested. Interesting terminology. You did take a look at it, and the carving held it in place, before it got covered in dirt again, though. It made you wonder about how even on this alien world, an alien uncaring world, you found something familiar. It filled you with a sense of calm, quite welcome in your current circumstance. Captain, there's something growing inside the ship. Be careful, Captain. It is a kind of carnivorous alien plant. The teeth are ginormous. I tried blasting it with the air brakes to stop it from entering the ship, but it's too tough. I think it's evolved to prey on downed vessels like ours. It looks hungry. How will you stop it? By using my master agility. How else would I stop it? Day 26. You tried stopping the carnivorous alien plant's invasion of the shuttle by running around it and trying to not tying it into knots, but you simply couldn't outrun its growth rate, despite the fact you have maximum agility stat, meaning this entire option was completely bullcrap. Captain, that family of sentient roaches you showed mercy to have really made themselves at home here on the shuttle. The Petersons are currently renovating their roach hole to include a second hole to appease their teenage daughter. Betty fits about moving out. All the noise from the construction is making it pretty difficult for you to sleep. The Petersons may understand if you ask them politely to keep it down. It's never good to let bad feelings build up between neighbours. Will you speak to them? So the roaches are the Petersons that I have to help out. Yes, give them a short talk to. You approached the roach hole and spoke calmly to Pete Peterson, the patriarch of the family, about not rousing such roachly ruckus late at night. The kindly roach apologized profusely and confessed the experiments that gave his family sentience also left him a bit hard of hearing. He invited you over for spaghetti, although you had to decline due to your inability to fit inside their kitchen. Megan has returned from her climb to the star shower. She seems a little under the weather, full and traumatized, but what matters is that she is not rotting in the dark somewhere. You listen as she begins to recount her treacherous climb. The gas mask pulled through. She got some energy. She got some chemicals. She got more chemicals. She found another battery. And she found a bunch of soup. And could probably use a medkit. Captain, I found something interesting on the surface of the planet. Looks like someone passed their time by playing an oversized version of tic-tac-toe. No, I think we're good. We don't need to ruin their game of tic-tac-toe. We have so many chemicals now, it's untrue. It was tempting to go to the tic-tac-toe, but there will be more opportunities to gather simple stuff like that. So you decided not to. Good choice. There is nothing to report, Captain. I suggest you... Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? Use the handbook to entertain yourself. God damn, woman! Day 29. Yesterday started pretty slow, but you managed to turn it around, browsing your Astro Citizen handbook. I mean, in the airlock you found... Vigorous. Health. Vigorous. What are my stats currently? Acrobatic, brilliant... average. Oh, okay. Apparently I don't need food right now. Captain, a hole appeared next to our shuttle overnight. It's producing smelly vapors and a nasty gurgling. While it's not an immediate threat, I would appreciate it if you used the tape to seal the hole for my non-existent smell receptors. Day 30. I appreciate the crew tapping over the hole in the ground. Your cheers were silenced when you realized the hole was a mouth. The camouflage creature's gob gaped open and smash, and it deteriorated your mental health. Alright, Megan, it's time for you to use a special sock puppet. Captain, there is an abnormal racket coming from the Petersons' roach hole. The problem appears to be a family dispute about which corner of the shuttle the roaches want to vacation to. While some disputes are normal among the isolated group of individuals, this sounds like a serious problem, and, well, they are your neighbours. Will you check on the Petersons? I will check on the Petersons. I like the Petersons. I want to help the Petersons. Day 31. You helped Pete and Patty Peterson work out their domestic dispute. Pete was so grateful he invited you over sometime to play a few Tarsi of Texam Hold'em, but you declined, citing that you were too big to fit inside their home. You felt better about improving your relationship with the neighbours, though. Tom survived the trip to the dig site. He seems a little knocked down, well-fed and traumatized, but the important thing is he is not a corpse. You sit and listen as he begins to recount his delegation to the dig site. Tom stepped on a booby trap and would have gotten skewered by that pair of sharpened stone others, if not for his armor. Strangely, the cow statue who shot them was male. The armor cracked on impact. You found some minerals. You found a lot of power. You also found a shovel. You know, which was worse than your upgraded shovel. My armor doesn't look cracked, so... Captain, stop dancing around this immediately. There is a psychotoxin going on over the place. Damn it, Captain. What are we going to do with you? Well, obviously, we're about to go send someone somewhere. I still don't know what the star means. Well, looks like I'm losing my med kit again, so... Day 32. You acted swiftly, removing the toxin from each and every surface. I didn't even know we had that much disinfectant on hand. You looked like a proper crew for the Astro Citizen program, jiving and singing in unison as you were clinging. The toxin finally wore off and the smelling salts kicked in. But I recorded your dancing for prosperity. I promise it will make you famous.
Huh.
Sure it will. I'm no longer vigorated. That's annoying. Captain Dawkins, there is a delivery guy outside, leaning out some kind of wormhole. But the boxes behind him read Pisces Pizza, delivery in 300 milliseconds or your money back. He angrily waves a greasy box at us. His English is hard to phrase. I wonder where, or when, he's from. Should we attempt dialogue or give him something of value in exchange for the box of stuff? Talk to him! I'm not giving up the Moo statue. I like my Moo statue. Ow! The Pisces Pizza delivery guy didn't respond well when you pulled out your communicator. In fact, he became terrified. He drew a futuristic musket and fired at us from the wormhole. The first blast bored straight through our communicator. The second grazed you, ma'am. Fortunately, the shot wasn't lethal. You're hurt, are you? But it says your health is okay, so I guess if we just feed you, your health might improve. Or I could stop being cheap and actually build you a goddamn thing. And give you a medkit. I should probably give you a medkit. How long can storms on this planet last? You're getting restless. You need to do something about it. Let's have a look at our inventory and devise a diversion. Please choose something, Captain. I suggest an activity. What harm could a gun possibly do? I mean, it's a gun! Day 34. You decided to combat boredom with a lethal weapon. I had just the idea. Light target practice. Setting the gun to low energy output allows for safe training within the confines of the shuttle. All those hours of skillfully drawing the gun from the holster made you feel like a Wild West posseer. Well done! I'm vigorous again. No, and I'm no longer hurt. Although I did use the medkit, so that's why I'm not hurt. What? Where am I? A Darwinian... we know about the Darwinian predator, or at least I do. I didn't say anything. Megan survived the spelunking extravaganza. She seems frail, full and disturbed, but important thing is she's still with us. Found materials, found chemicals, found more materials, and found a protective vest. I had an upgraded vest. I'm glad... Oh, this is the one where I'm forced outside, because you forced me outside. Well done, you stupid robot. We have 5 places left to go, and 19 days to do it. It's a good thing most of these places don't actually take much to go to, in terms of duration. Counter mystery with more mystery. Wait, do I send the artifact to those places? I'm gonna try it. Ellis, I'm sending you over there with to send the artifact. And a can of soup. Because of course I'm sending you with a can of soup, because we have so much soup it's irrelevant. That looks like some sort of mystery symbol, so if I send it with the artifact, maybe it'll all be good. Day 37. You definitely avoided the asteroid's path. When the dust settled, you confirmed you're in one piece. I love how the person who was made by nanomachines is loyal to me, but the person who's been with me from the beginning is not. Captain, our systems are working below their optimal levels. I was able to determine that our wiring might be at fault. I suggest you take a look at the proverbial hood and fix the wires before a malfunction occurs. The wires are stuffed in a dark corner, tangled and dusty. You will have to fix this by yourself. I trust your instincts. Not that I have a choice. Nice one, Captain. You dove deep into the sea of cables, swiftly untangling them and reconnecting them in all the right places. I'm sure you knew what you were doing all along, and you didn't just get lucky. Right, Captain? Greetings, tax evader. Your taxes are 29,003 years overdue. The black sphere beeping these words menacingly in an intergalactic tax collector. I let it in because its credentials looked absolutely legitimate, and civil servants are due respect. It deems you liable for this entire planet. I knew a surprise visit was in order, and here you are. I will begin by confiscating your ship. Step aside, or else the sphere commands. Do something, Captain. I will use my brilliant intellect to outsmart the machine. Something happened, I'm not sure. The Petersons! A spherical tax collector was requisitioning your ship. You claimed to be just a visitor and conjured visions of a bolsterous tax-paying tourist industry, one that would begin with your recommendations. You spun tales so sweet they'd put a dialect into a coma. The tax collector acknowledged you as a citizen of Earth, then finally searched for reasons to tax you. Finally, with readings of our exhaust, it took our chemicals and left. You're doing well evading death, Captain, but did you remember about the IRS? I have no chemicals anymore. Damn, that's actually pretty bad. But hello, Mr. Peterson. Our routine has just become less pain. Some adorable buck-billed creatures set up a nest nearby. They enjoy hugging your crew's legs. Should we disperse them, or accept this bundle? I don't know. Or adapt to this hurdle. You know what? I say strength. We have pretty good average strength, apparently. We have pretty good average everything, but... Everyone is hungry. Let's feed them. We've got all the food in the world. Day 40. Emmett has returned. And he brought back chemicals that we were missing. Good. It took the entire crew's concentrated effort, but you dispersed the furry huggers by shooting them off. Your mask came in useful when one of those furballs tried to hug your face. Adorable as it may have been, the act felt vaguely predatory. Emmett has returned from his temple trial. He seems to be in poor health, full and traumatized. But more important, he is alive. You listen intently as he begins to retell his path to illumination in the Bullvine Persuasion. Emmett says his skin tingled, and a demonic apparition manifested from the shadows. Was the place haunted? He claims to have banished the demon with the artifact, which then shattered. Perhaps it overheated. There were storerooms containing the vast chemicals. Emmett collected plenty. Who scattered all of these things everywhere? The extraordinary artifact is fine. It did not burst into a million pieces. We got 4 places left. We got 15 days. Come on, people. We can do this. Tom, you're the strong one. We're gonna send you with the mystic artifact. We're gonna send you with a gun. We're gonna send you with some armor, just in case. If I can find it. There it is. And then... I think you're done. Do we need anything else? I'm gonna send you with the chemical book because, well... I think we probably need it. Hello, Mr. Peterson. While we don't have an infinite soup supply, we can do some old science equipment tucked away on various parts of the shuttle in case of emergency. If you're willing to lose a can of soup, you could try a new way to improve the formula. The label visits the ingredients as tomatoes, water, and salt. You could add anything and potentially create the most delicious soup in the galaxy, Captain. We'll do it. Off you go, Tom. Go to that mountain city. Be back soon. Sadly, we were unable to improve the soup recipe in any significant way to absence of anything else edible on board. I guess you could have added more soup to that soup? Oh good, Megan is loyal now. Magnificent, that's what I like to see. Captain, we've encountered alien life. Some sort of photovoltaic parasite has contaminated our water supply. I have no idea how the system was contaminated. Too late now. I don't think the infection will kill you, but my data on these organisms is not complete. Do you want to tough it out or purify the water. I have brilliant intelligence. If I can't purify it, Emmett can. Day 42. Goal achieved. Make 7 attribute decisions of any type. The crew work together to purify the water supply, killing the alien parasite by isolating the active compound of the local anti-parasite mold. Yes, all science equipment, and yes, the water still made everyone sick. The illness passed though, and everyone's confidence in their survival skills grew. Glorious. Ma'am, something has infected Backley, my backup computer. Frankly, Backley needs a reboot. Someone agile? That's me. Tom has gone insane. Whatever. You got the malfunctioning thing back online. Tom has returned from his pilgrimage from the mountains. He seems weak, in need of food, and unsettled, but seems that he's still breathing. Tom heard voices amongst the ancient stones. He held the artifact high and it cracked. The whispers ceased. Perhaps the artifact was the cost of safe passage. Tom was attacked by a giant siren spider. Siren spiders are big, insecure bullies, and one gunshot scared off the Canophis anthropod. The pistol lost some of its durability, though. Tom used the guidebook to identify chemicals. He found materials. He found a protective vest. I'm sure trying to figure out why all this food is around is beyond all our reckoning. Warning, warning, we have a breach. The ship is about to be contaminated. I'm engaging all my emergency protocols available, but my efforts appear to be useless. The contamination cannot be avoided. Protect yourself, Captain, before it's too late. I'll use my improved gas mask. Just means I can't go to any of the toxic areas for our mission. Soup, artifact, armor. Do you need anything else? I don't think you do, actually. Okay, maybe a battery. You don't even really need the battery. Tom, that was the weirdest sound in existence you could have possibly made. Please don't. Day 44, 11 days to go, 3 places to explore. The extraterrestrial contamination was no match for the Astro Citizen-issued environmental mask. Quarantine end protocol will be executed at your earliest convenience. It is CPU breaking to report that the air filter in the mask is now spent, rendering it unusable. Perhaps you should find a similar thing to cause in this. Ah, it actually did break. We need a new gas mask immediately. What's that you're drawing, Captain? Is that supposed to be ham? I understand you're fed up with soup and you're reminiscing about stuff, but still, Captain. Stop it. Day 45. I'm worried about some of the crewmates. A few of them have been suffering from vivid nightmares the past few nights, waking up each morning complaining about someone named Cthulhu. Someone named Cthulhu is commanding them to worship it. I've been picking up a steady, unintangible broadcast from the ruins ever since we crashed here. It may interfere with human brainwaves, especially the subconscious, inducing negative emotions. I want to run a test to see if a positive thinking would counter this broadcast. Who would you like to test first? Myself. You tried thinking happy thoughts to nullify the weird broadcast's effects, and this, mostly, made the problem go away. You stopped having nightmares. I decoded the broadcast. It was an ad for an ancient radio drama, Call of Cthulhu. The advertisers tried mimicking the story's plot, in which an Etrich cow monster makes people go crazy by appearing to them in dreams. Clever marketing. This captain is full of bovine sculptures. Some nearby carving depict a ritual to a cow god. Have a look, Captain. The locals observed a ceremony in which hopeful impressed the gods with their agility in return for boons. Give it a try. I can guide you through the process. Fair enough. We will give it a try. Day 47. Thank you for finally returning, Emmett. You performed a sacred dance to impress the cow god. Those were some fab moves, Captain. You immediately started feeling like you understood more about the universe, including curiosity, the process of making soup. Oh, the artifact actually shattered this time. Huh. Interesting. Well, Emmett, you're apparently weak in health, apparently. Well, that's not good. Captain, there has been a sudden loss of energy from our essential systems. I've backtracked the leak, and it's that the family of roaches again, the Petersons. They found a way to reroute our electricity. The stolen electricity is being used for their elaborate roach armors display in front of their roach hole, complete with colourful lights and automatic animatronic insects, which Pete Peterson is building. How will you address this? I can use the battery for extra power. What else would I do? We got 8 days to travel to 2 places. I don't think I need anything beyond what I'm already bringing. I can take the communicator. Maybe that'll quicken up the process. I like the Petersons. I must say, I like the Petersons. And you should probably get a medkit in you, pal. I mean, it's a super medkit, so who knows what's gonna happen, but... if it's gonna be consumed or not. What the hell is that? You played the good neighbor and offered the Petersons the battery so they can so their roach hole could have its own power supply, thus elevating their need to leech electricity from the ship. They rewarded your generosity by carrying a can of soup out of the roach hole and giving it to you. Did they have a secret supply of it in there? What the bloody hell is this thing? Vigorous. Okay, so the upgraded medkit made you vigorous. Right, okay. Captain, there's a couple of spacemen having a roadside picnic outside. Wait a minute, they're wearing Soviet spacesuits, and they were singing Katyasha. What are Soviets doing here? Are they the mysterious group that has been watching us? Oh no, it was a distraction. They're trying to break into the ship. One of them is boarded. Stand your ground, Captain! I'll use the shovel. Day 49. Shoving the intruders out with a shovel was a classic Astro Citizen move, Captain. I think we even had a poster for that back on Earth. You'd better run, you commies. We are able to defend ourselves this time round, but you need to remember that a spectre is haunting this world. The spectre of communism. This is not over. Captain, you've neglected your oral hygiene and haven't brushed your teeth in a while. So now you need to pull out that nasty tooth before it gets worse. Don't worry, it's only going to hurt a little. There might be a complimentary sticker in it for you. As per protocol, the necessary tools were automatically dispensed. 1 piece of string and a bottle of anesthetic? It has the Astro Citizen logo and anesthete written on it. Will you require an assistant for the surgery? Yes. No. Day 50. Please return, Tom. He has returned! You made a knot around your tooth and tied it to the other end of the string to your chair. You then took a big whiff of anesthetic and leaped back. The surgery was a success. A complimentary sticker has been rewarded, and I think the anesthetic has returned. Tom has returned from doing all of his stuff, and he's got a bunch of crap with him. Tom is currently weak. I guess you can make a medkit to try and help him. Oh good, that does not need a gas mask. Alright, who shall I send out? I think Ellis, because he's got the best hope of survival in this place. I don't know what of this equipment could actually make him move faster. Try the lighter. You have 5 days to return, Emmett. You had better. Day 51. We're almost done. That was a close one, Captain. It's a good thing you had the proper gear to get out there and manually close the air filters. Even with your mask, braving the toxic wings wasn't something you'd like to ever do again. The shuttle is a bit stuffy before you had the chance to get any fresh air, but it beats suffocating to death. Once the winds pass over, we'll reopen the filters and everything will return to normal. The walls are closing in. You're growing paranoid. You're having a constant invasive thoughts of someone outside. Though you're probably going to die. Someone has to tell you, Captain, you have a cabin shuttle fever. Good news is this is claustrophobia and it's easy to deal with. So do that. Day 52. Is that the Soviets back? The Soviets! They are back! They are all over the shuttle! We cannot allow communism to get a foothold here in the Astro Citizen vessel! Prepare for a fight! Okay, we have a gun. We're allowed to use a gun this time, so yeah. I think we're ready for a fight. Chink chink! Bang bang bang! Shots fired! Shots fired! Is everyone alright, Captain? They're well-placed barrage. The assailants are gone, for now. You'd better run, you commies. We were able to defend ourselves this time round, but you need to remember that a spectre is haunting this world. The spectre of communism. Ooh! I got 2 achievements then. Oh! The end! Goal achieved. Visit all locations. Goal achieved. Help the Petersons. Goal achieved. Finish the main objective in 55 days or less. Oh, I am so glad about all this now. I will happily report to HQ that all locations on the planet were thoroughly explored. Now that the planet is fully charted, it can potentially be colonized, establishing a new future for the people of your home planet. You deserve a medal, Captain. Congratulations. I win! I achieved the goal! And so DeeDee Dawkins left no stone unturned on the surface of planet Mootopia. While she offered to lead the expedition missions to other planets, DeeDee decided to stay on Mootopia, determined to learn more of its secrets and collect the abandoned world's histories, the abandoned world's many magical artifacts. Mission completed! Well done! You achieved all of the bonus objectives as well. Congratulations! You are a model Astro Citizen! Amazing! That means next time I could play this one. Baby is leading a rescue mission to save 3 brave Astro Citizens stranded on an irradiated planet. Can he succeed despite the constant attacks from space pirates? Ooh. Sounds like a fun adventure for next time. But I'm afraid that will be next time. So everyone, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.